Alright, guys. I am 4 minutes late. I do apologize about that, but I am back here with another Jordan Garber Now news update, and man, it has been today. I'm just glad I'm here doing what I love. If I could describe today, I don't want to go there. It was just the worst. Like, I'm not trying to be negative, but you guys bring so much to my day. It's unexplainable. Whether it's the comments I get on the videos or even the messages I get from people. You guys are keeping me going because today, knowing that my job and everything that I loved got locked down, I can't go back and I have to figure out how to work from home with short notice. It's just been a really bad day, and I'm just glad that I can sit here and just not worry about anything like that right now. Just focus on providing a good show. And when you have a day like that, it really just makes you realize what you love to do and how much you love it. And I'm just so happy that I'm sitting here broadcasting to you guys. I got some cool stuff today, actually. I want to show you guys. Sorry about that. So we always have loyal listeners, loyal fans. They actually gave me some gifts here. More than one, which I'm so grateful for. I couldn't believe it. God, I gotta save this for last, actually. This is really cool. If you guys like paintings and like cartoons and portraits, you're gonna like this last thing. I want to thank our fan Craig for helping me out with some posters here for our background, helping us out with the show. I got some cool stuff from him here, so I'm gonna show them off. Nick Jackson, autograph photo. Remember him? He was one of the best. He was one of the best in the entire league, and I watched him play as a kid the whole time. Signed photo, autographed, nice photo, so that's going to be up on the wall. So you guys are always going to be able to see that in the background. I was really happy with that. Thanks, Craig. This whole package actually is from Craig. This is what is amazing now. I like kind of animations and paintings and stuff like that. This is numbered to 1,000. Only 1,000. Only like 1,000 of these exist. I think it's right there. You can see it. Out of 1,000, yeah. Right there, you can see it. It's numbered to 1,000 painting of the Fargo team, which is kind of in an animation format. It's kind of like what the team would look like on like acid or something. So I think that's pretty cool. I thought it was awesome, man. And that's not it, actually. I'm gonna give one of these away. Both of these are both game worn. Mark Hamburger, former major league pitcher. He pitched for the Texas Rangers and he pitched for the Minnesota Twins. And these are both game used hats. Now, this one is not signed, but this is still game used, which is kind of cool. And you can see some wear and tear in here, actually. Like, it's literally, you can still see like sweat marks and stuff like that, which is kind of gross, but it's game used, man. I'm giving this away to you guys, this hat right here. Game used, Mark Hamburger hat, I'm giving this away, but I'm keeping this for my collection. This is awesome. Signed, game used, Mark Hamburger hat, road cap. You can tell definite wear and tear on this. Love this hat. I'm probably going to wear it. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm keeping this one, but this is awesome. Craig, I can't thank you enough. And last but not least, I got myself some pennants here. Obviously, everyone knows my favorite college football team is the Iowa Hawkeyes, so I'm so pumped about that. That's so cool. I'm happy about that. And Pittsburgh Pirates, where we interviewed Shane Uman, who was on the podcast. So, I'm not know if I'm going to give this away yet or hang it up, but I think this would look really good on the wall. So I'm probably going to hang it up. But I really appreciate that, Craig. People who message me take the time to like always see if I'm alright and doing what I love to do. It's just greatly appreciated. After a day like this, that cheered me up, and the support and messages from everybody all day cheered me up. It sucks, like, I worked in that office for 3 years, and like there's so many memories. Like, people you meet, people come and go. Like, I understand that jobs come and go, but like I loved going to work and working in that office. And now all of this is going to be done from home, and it's going to be a new adjustment, and tomorrow's going to be a big day because I have 8 hours to get a phone plan figured out and get this whole setup based from working from home. So it's stressful, but like I know that everybody, I'm not alone, and I feel like everybody in this situation just has to take it one thing at a time. Like how I'm feeling right now is how the world is feeling right now, and I totally makes me feel better to know that we're not alone in such a crazy time. Like I thought I'd be more negative about this, and even at work, that last hour was tough. I was not a good happy guy. Tough times, but like everyone's going through that. It's not just me. It's not just your neighbor. It's just everybody. And if we fight through this together and overcome it, man, our world's going to be an absolutely amazing, amazing place. I know we can overcome this virus, and now I'm actually just starting to see it because now that I'm getting affected by it, you don't really know certain things until they happen to you. And now that I'm starting to get affected by it, it's very scary, but I know everything will be okay. Jake, my night's going pretty good. At least better than what it was. And I'm happy I have my Mountain Dew. Maybe I'm stressing out too much. Like, I always overthink, and that was the problem all day. It's like, if you guys have something on your minds, like, share it in the chat. Let's talk about it. I want to help you guys out too, but like, I remember just like, oh, what if? That was the word of the day. What if I don't get this set up? What if this doesn't happen? It just creates a big depression. I'm glad I'm kind of out of that mindset right now. I actually went to my friend's place and like, shout out to Victor, man. You've been awesome, man. Like, it actually means a lot to know that like, if anything goes wrong or anything happens and I can't pay my rent or something like that, I have a place to go. And I just hope everyone can put food on the table. I hope everyone can love each other, respect each other, be good to people at this time, man. Even if you don't like them, just kind of bite the bullet because you don't know what anyone is going through. I'm not going through anything compared to what anybody else is probably going through right now. I'm just experiencing a little bit of it. I still have a job, and I'm still worried. And imagine people that are worried much more, and those people are much stronger. Like, I feel like this is unity, man. This is teamwork. Let's just follow the rules and make this whole thing go away. It's absolutely crazy in all ways, shapes, or forms. Anyways, you guys are more than welcome to, like, especially my morning news update. You could see it. You could see it in me. My morning news update, I was just worried, stressed out, and like, I'm glad that things are more at a positive standpoint. It's because of you guys messaging me all day and kind of helping me out and just like being there for me with friends, family. Like, if everyone's there for each other, we're all gonna be fine. It's just a stressful time for every single person. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on right now. Everyone that's listening to this show has their own unique situation that they have to deal with. And I give credit to everybody that's sitting there, staying strong, able to put food in their families' mouths and live life and enjoy it and put a smile on their face. That's what life's about. If you're feeling down or something, like, that's what I'm going to do later. Like, probably go for a walk and, go to the park, have a joint, have a smoke, whatever. Feel better about myself and feel good. If your mind is like, what I realize is that when I feel like down or something and my mind's racing, like, I'm just gonna like be as busy as I can. That means, okay, I'm gonna step out of the house and I'm gonna go out. Jake, what are your plans on staying in now? I know I actually was supposed to contact you and Ryan earlier. I'm sorry, it's just been, fuck, what a day, man. But that's everybody, right? If I feel that, I imagine millions of other people feel. But what are your plans on staying in now? I'm going to focus on my podcast as much as I can, man. I'm going to work from home. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to work from home. I'm going to make a paycheck. I'm going to contribute a solid podcast to you guys because you guys are my fuel. So I'm going to deliver the best podcast I can. I have all day, so I'm going to sit here. I'm going to work on development, sit down, be on the drawing board. See what I can do to be the best that I can be. Not just for me, but for everybody else. But ultimately, do things, guys, for yourselves. Like, obviously, be nice to other people. Be a good person. But, like, this is crunch time. It's all about you. It kind of is, and it kind of isn't. It's hard. But yeah, those are my plans. I just want to work on this podcast more. Hopefully, when a month goes by and everything, maybe hope it's not. Hopefully, it's only a month to the max and not 3 months like last time. But hopefully, once everything gets figured out, I'm gonna hopefully gain enough weight to referee again and continue to live this amazing dream and this amazing journey. So good. And I should have bought two of them. I knew I should have bought two of them because now I'm almost done mine and I have to go out. Ugh. I hate being addicted to soda. Does this affect your plans for London? Well, absolutely. It does. It's a really good question, actually. Very well educated question. A lot of people probably forgot about my plans for London, but the original plan in summer was I was supposed to be gone pretty much. If it was by now, I would have almost been ready, but you know what? It takes one person to admit their responsibility, and I just, even if I did have everything ready to go, I don't think I would be able to make it with what's going on. We already have 400 cases here. It's not going to be easy for London to accept people coming in from different provinces, and I just don't see it happening, man. We're on lockdown again. It's such a heartbreaker, but I love Winnipeg, to be honest. If I'm staying here a little longer, I don't care. Like, I love the people here. I used to not be so keen about that. I understand. But, like you, the same guy asking the question said, maybe it's because of where I lived. Maybe it was because of my surroundings. And maybe it's because I was like, there's that influence of drugs and alcohol every day. But here, there really isn't that. That's my own choice. There, like, it was a lifestyle, sort of. Not hate to say it, but Yonge Street was a very different time. But for London right now, I can't see it happening right now. I don't know how. But I want to. I want to so bad, and I crave it every time. And when there's an opening, and if I feel like it's right to go, leave Winnipeg, I'm going to leave. But right now, I don't think I'm going anywhere, or anybody else's for that fact. I'm bummed out. Totally drank all that Mountain Dew. So good. By the way, Mountain Dew Voltage is probably the best one. Probably the best out of all of them. Oh, sorry about that. I just gotta get my smoke. But I want to talk about the Northern Wrestling Federation. I'm really excited about having an opportunity to work with them. Like, I've been looking for a wrestling job for the past, I don't know, 2-3 months. And I'm very grateful that a company would open the door for me and just give me an opportunity. I'm very blessed for that. I look forward to interviewing some of their talent. It's going to be definitely really, really exciting. And I look forward to the partnership. I don't feel like I've had a single one-on-one partnership yet with a wrestling company where I've had a good connection with them and I felt like we've just clicked. I'm really excited to work with them and deliver some great news. And I'm also excited to discuss this non-wrestling stuff. Like, there's so many great topics that I kind of want to bring to the table. And I'm happy that I can contribute to anything possible. Going away party, like, what are we going to do? We can't have any parties. We can't do any of that. You know, the world is at a standstill, Ryan. I feel like that's a very good point. But, like, what are we going to do? There's no time for parties anymore. Like, if I'm hanging out with friends, I'm hanging out with 3 or 4 people at the most at once. No more, like, man, I just miss 2015. It makes me reminisce because I look out this window right now in this neighborhood. I've had so many good times here. I've partied here. I've done everything here, man. And, like, it's dead. It's just dead. There's no one else that lives in this neighborhood like the squad 5 years ago. And, like, every time I walk around the neighborhood, I always think about, man, what happened 3, 4, 5 years ago? Those were the best times, man. I had so much fun. And I'll go for my late night walks and I'll just walk and reminisce. It's kind of not healthy, but, like, I'll reminisce, like, oh, 4 years ago, man, so many times, so many good times. 5 years ago, we did this. It's just, I miss the old times, man. I miss the times when I first met our best listeners, Jake and Ryan, some of them. I miss like those 2015. Well, they were like 2014, 2013, 2015 days. Those days were the best. Ryan asks, what do you have to say with the people in Winnipeg on with ongoing situation with COVID? And it's scary. I am a master of saying the words one day at a time. And one day at a time seems like a week at a time for a day. It's gonna be hard. Everyone in Winnipeg's trying. Winnipeg's listened to. It's just unfortunate what's going on with our health clinics and everything, and our ICUs are just jammed up. And like, I just pray for everybody that they're gonna be okay, and the people that are not. I'm so sorry, man. It's just, who would have thought in 2020 a time would happen like this? Jake asks a very good question here. Pretty much the man behind the show. Top 3 memories in West K. Well, I'd say the first memory here was growing up there on down Lansdowne in Macadam with my parents all the time. That was so much fun. Growing up here, living here, man, I was a pretty lucky kid. Like, I went to Luxton School, so I say family, going to school here, and upbringing is the number one memory. One of the other memories. What's another good memory you had? There's so many. Yeah, I'll take my time for sure. Anyone's welcome to sit in and listen. I don't care if I have 0 listeners or like 7 or 11 or 911. I just love doing this. So the first one would be family, upbringing, Luxton School, grade 5, grade 6. Also, my first kiss was in West K, so that's probably, I'll share that with the first memory. Second memory in West K. Now, we say the families is kind of generic, but I say the friendships. Victor, Josh, Jesse, just so many people back in the day, that crew. Fuck, man. We had crazy nights here in West K back in the day. Things I can't even say on here, man. And there was so much fun. So I'd say, like, the friends I made here, Inkster Street, because, like, when we went there, we'd always, like, get high and hang out and watch movies and, like, just play Gran Turismo the whole time. Like, that was so much fun. That was, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. So, like, I'd say the friends in West K are the best. For singular memories, stories, not 3 reasons. Oh, stories are different from reasons, I guess. Okay, one good story. I'll give one right now. Josh's birthday party. We buy a bottle of Tanqueray. One of the greatest nights in existence. We all got drunk really fast. By the way, I'm drunk as we speak for a little bit. I had quite a bit tonight just because of the whole, not having a job for a few weeks. And I think it was, like, really fun. Like, it was just so much fun because we all drank Tanqueray, and then we jumped fences and stuff like that. We don't remember any of that. Apparently the cops pulled us over, and, like, they let us go. So I guess we got, like, more motivated. I guess I was 19 or 20 at the time. So I got more motivated and everything and just pumped up. And then we dropped a bottle of vodka. Not far from where I am now. Dropped it right there on the street. What do? I pick it up and I shotgun it. Now, I don't know if Serb's coming back. That's what I'm worried about. Unless that's been announced. But no, anyways, the bottle breaks. The 40 of vodka breaks. I shotgun it. I get so sick, man, but it was worth it. I don't care. It was just intense. I felt like shit the next morning. I don't think I've ever did anything that crazy when it comes to drinking. So I'd say that was one of them. Another one of them would be visiting my grandmother every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. That's a really good memory because I love my family. Um, and the last one would probably be. That's a good question. Late night walks, early morning walks in down Scotia, down even down Maine, and even down the other parts of the neighborhood. Listening to guys like Mac DeMarco and like just some any kind of music, just relaxing and just walking down the neighborhood and having a cigarette and a joint. It's nothing more relaxing than that. Bottle Slam live. I don't think so. I'm done already. I still have to go and get more pop. But I'm gonna have a cigarette. I don't know. It's probably gonna be an early bedtime for me, to be honest. I gotta go all day to go to Polo Park and get a phone for work. 8 hours to do it, 1 to 9. If anyone wants to come, actually no, COVID. 8 hours to get a phone for work. It's gonna be unbelievable tomorrow at Polo. I have to do it. I have no choice. I have to actually get a phone so I can sit here and do it. Like, I have a home phone, but it's connected to everybody else, so I need like a separate line. It only takes 30 minutes to set it up. Probably if I get a cell phone, yeah. It's going to be the plan. I got to go there. I got to make it to Polo tomorrow. Ultimate survival. 1 p.m. tomorrow. That way I can work from home as early as next week. Which is going to be exciting. Like, I never actually did that before, like, work from home. Like, I'm scared. Like, how am I going to be able to do it? Like, this Jordan Garber now's recording room is going to be the new call center. So, and, man, that job is sometimes just ruthless. So, we'll see. But it took you so long to get a cell phone? Laziness, not having the time to do it. Irresponsibility in some parts, I could assume. But, like, everyone thinks it's good to not work and not be working, but, like, I think the opposite. Like, I think it's horrible. I think I need to be working. You know, my mind races, it goes crazy, thinks about unnecessary things that are just, like, no need to worry about because I have OCD. It's just stupid. I want to, like, and if I'm not able to work from home, I'm going to go to work at a frontline center. Like, I'm still going to work. I'm not going to sit on my ass. Like, I'm going to work hard no matter what. And this virus might have bring like a lot of people down and everyone in Winnipeg scared, but like I know everyone's gonna find their way. Reality works itself out. We just gotta believe in each other. All of us can do it. I know for a fact we can. So I think it's pretty interesting how this adjustment, this whole new era, kind of comes into effect. Like as we speak, I feel so bloated right now. I'm just like, bleh. But like, I've just been eating more. I've been smoking more. It's just been crazy. Leo Rush discusses his WWE release. I want some feedback on this one. I've got 3 people listening. Leo Rush is doing interviews for any podcast right now in wrestling. We do need a big name. You know, without contributors like you guys, we'd be on the hinges a tiny little bit in terms of wrestling, not our overall value, but in terms of wrestling, we need a name. Would you guys want Leo Rush on our podcast? Let me know. You know, if I'm able to work from home for a few weeks, Leo Rush would be able to be a go. There's also been some small talks about some opportunities as well. This morning was terrible. We had a name lined up. We lost them, but we keep moving forward. That's what I was saying. You watched that news update this morning. I was not happy. I don't care. I was not happy at all. And sometimes, you know, people have days like that, you know, but the most important part is, like, how are you going to recover yourself from it? And you guys have been great. since I announced that interview wasn't going to happen. I'm not going to name who it is because you guys are going to get all excited, but he's one of the NXT guys, and, sometimes the ball gets dropped. I'm not a superstar. I'm not a wrestler. I'm not the best at what I do, but I love what I do. And whether I'm interviewing a guy that's wrestled here locally on the Winnipeg scene forever, or whether I interviewed a guy that's main evented a WrestleMania, I just love to do this. And even other topics, I just love talking about it. Like UFOs and stuff. I want to get more into that. I want to get into some more horror movies, except I'm terrified of watching them, but I'm fascinated by them and how they are made. I have to admit that. Except for the Scream series. That was just way too much, man. But Leo Rush is available for interviews. Let us know if you want Leo Rush on the show. And Dominic Mysterio admits he's critical of his matches. Going right into that, what a great attitude to have at a beginning of your career. This guy is 19, I think 20 years old. Rey Mysterio's son, second generation bloodline. And he's already critiquing his matches, It's so hard to sit back and watch one of your matches and critique it, but, Dominic Mysterio takes this business so seriously, so good for him on that. He's an absolute class act. We got some 4 minutes here, so if anyone has any additional questions or comments, that would be good. I'm going to do another giveaway for you guys here next week, too. I got some stuff coming in the mail. I'm going to give away one of those game-used baseball caps worn by former Major League Baseball pitcher Mark Hamburger when he played for the St. Paul Saints. So I'm going to give away one of those hats, game-used, game-worn. So I'm excited to give that away, too. So let me know, too, what you want us to give away, whether that's cards, action figures, DVDs, things along those lines. We're more than happy, to accommodate to each and every one of your needs. However, with our podcast today, I do provide this every single day, the news update. Without our sponsors, our show does not exist. And without your guys' great comments and contributions, our show does not exist. So I want to thank you guys once again for always taking the time to tune into the show. The news update has been always a work in progress, and I feel like we're always improving on it and getting more listeners in those time slots when we can. So I look forward to continuing to provide that for you guys, and I look forward to delivering the main course of the meal, and that's the podcast every Friday at 5 p.m. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a night ahead of you guys. There's a Remembrance Day, so before we do anything, I actually just want to take a quick moment of, I want to put the cigarette down first before anything. Put this right here, and I want to give a moment of silence to the soldiers that fought for Canada and what we have today. Just a moment of silence, please. Thank you. All right, guys. You guys have yourselves a good night. And remember, enjoy every day you can. Live in the moment. Don't worry about your past. Worry about the future. And stick with your families. Stay safe. Please. I love you all. Have a good night.